So, as you've already guessed from the title of this video, today we're comparing the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite and the Oneplus 7T. Both these phones are priced similarly but excel in a contrasting spectrum of smartphone experience. The Oneplus 7T emphasizes on performance, while the Note 10 Lite has enhanced productivity going for it. Upon a quick YouTube search, we found a lot of videos comparing the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite and the Oneplus 7T. But let's be honest, is that really the most appealing of comparisons? They've both got a similar chipset and sorta similar camera arrangements as well, though the S10 Lite has a macro lens instead of telephoto. The S Pen on the Note 10 Lite, however, is a game changer in this price point. So let's find out how these two phones fare against each other. Starting with the design, the Note 10 Lite is a tall phone with a glass-stick construction, which basically is the combination of glass and plastic, while the frames are made of aluminium. Despite being a Note device, it does not have an IP rating. The phone does not come with Gorilla Glass protection either, and the back is a fingerprint magnet. Now coming to the Oneplus 7T, it boasts a premium glass design both at the front and at the back, protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Expectedly, there is no IP rating on the 7T either. The back here is also subject to fingerprint and smudges, but not as much as the Note 10 Lite. Here, the buttons feel more premium and their placement is fantastic. So overall, with its premium glass build, Corning Gorilla Glass protection, and a comparatively better hands-on feel, this round goes to the Oneplus 7T. In the second round, let's compare their displays. You get a Super AMOLED 1080p panel on both these phones. The Note 10 Lite is slightly bigger at 6.7 inches and feels more modern thanks to its punch hole. Now, putting these displays side by side, the difference in quality is evident in an instant. In their default natural screen calibration, the Oneplus 7T has an orangish tint all around, while the Note 10 Lite has a more accurate color reproduction. But don't worry, you can change the vibrancy of the display in both the phones to your liking. Brightness is no problem on both phones, but the 90Hz refresh rate on the 7T makes all the difference. As a result, that's 2 points in the bank for the Oneplus 7T for its display with a higher refresh rate. Well, we've got to do this too, no matter how unfair it may seem, since the performance difference among these devices is quite staggering. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite is powered by the 2-year-old Exynos 9810, which, if you remember, also powered last year's Galaxy Note 9. Similarly, the Oneplus 7T is powered by the Snapdragon 855 Plus, which was the most powerful chipset of 2019. So obviously, it's got a superior performance. So it won't come as a surprise if I say that the Oneplus 7T absolutely crushes the Note 10 Lite in terms of performance. Apps load faster, run smoother, behave better, and the UI is cleaner as well. Wow, that was scarily identical to a Daft Punk song. Multitasking is also better here, with the Note 10 Lite struggling to keep up. But surprisingly, the Note 10 Lite won by a small margin when rendering a 1080p video to 720p in our test. So yeah, the Note 10 Lite isn't downright bad, it's just that the Oneplus 7T is better in most of the scenarios. Gaming's got the same story to tell too. I tried out some of the most graphic-intensive titles and either phone handled them like a champ. Playing them at their highest settings did not result in any sorts of lags or stutters. However, I have to give a slight edge to the Oneplus 7T because number 1, the 90Hz really makes the difference here, and number 2, the graphic details are better pronounced on the Oneplus 7T. Things get interesting on the memory front as well, as the Oneplus 7T comes with a significantly faster UFS 3.0 storage compared to the older 2.1 on the Note 10 Lite. Although you can expand the storage via a microSD card on the Note 10 Lite, which the OnePlus lacks. In conclusion, there's a clear winner in terms of performance among these two phones. The OnePlus 7T, with its flagship-grade performance and faster storage, outclasses the Note 10 Lite in almost every aspect of performance, thus securing its third consecutive victory in this battle. Time to talk audio. Here, the Note 10 Lite packs a single speaker whose performance is very good. It also comes with a 3.5mm headphone jack with Dolby Atmos support. However, you get a dual-firing stereo speakers on the 7T. The audio on the 7T is loud, crisp, and better than the Note 10 Lite in every genre of music. Let's just hear an audio clip to witness the difference. All in all, the audio from both the phones are equally impressive. While the 7T has a superior stereo speaker set, it fundamentally falls behind the Note 10 Lite because of the lack of a headphone jack. And because of this, the Note 10 Lite finally registers its first win in this battle. Well, you know where this is going, right? The Note 10 Lite with its S Pen for a considerably low pricing is just revolutionary for this industry. You can make notes, create doodles, convert handwriting to text, and so much more. Though it lacks a gyro sensor like the one on the Note 10, this strictly Bluetooth S Pen on the Note 10 Lite is still a novelty item. And that's something the OnePlus 7T or any other OnePlus phone for that matter cannot do. So that's 2 points for Samsung. Talking of software, both the devices run on the latest Android 10 out of the box. Here, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite comes with One UI 2.0, while the OnePlus 7T comes with Oxygen OS 10.0 on top. So, this one's a tough decision. There is no perfect UI and it ultimately goes down to your personal preference. Personally, I love Samsung's One UI, but you and our other viewers might have their own favorite Android skin with their own justifications. So, we've decided that this round's a tie between the phones. As of now, the OnePlus 7T is leading with 4 points while the Note 10 Lite trails by a single point. Now let's get into what's important, the camera performance on both these phones. Both these phones have triple wide cameras consisting of a wide-angle lens, an ultra-wide-angle lens, and a 2x telephoto zoom lens. First of all, the images from the primary sensor of the Note 10 Lite appear on the warmer side than that of the OnePlus 7T. Details are good on both phones, though I did find the Note 10 Lite doing a slightly better job in terms of dynamic range. But one thing is for sure, the colors portrayed on the Note 10 Lite are very close to natural. The OnePlus 7T, on the other hand, saturates the images slightly more. Onto the telephoto lens, the Note 10 Lite noticeably yields better results with detailed images. The wide-angle lens on the Note 10 are better as well. Not that the 7T is bad in this regard, but the Note 10 Lite's performance is slightly better in color, though they're equal in terms of details. Okay, now let's talk about portraits. Both phones use the telephoto lens by default to take portraits, and although the Note 10 Lite takes the crown in this aspect, the OnePlus 7T is a very close second. The subject skin on the former has better colors and subject focus. The OnePlus 7T, on the other hand, smoothens the subject's face a little bit. But what the 7T nails at are the nighttime images from the night mode. But color-wise, you can see that the Note 10 Lite balances it better as the 7T has saturated the images more. Normal nighttime images share the same story, but you won't find many differences. In the video department, well, both phones can go up to 60 FPS in 4K. Both are equally great in terms of stabilization, and the only difference you will find is the colors, which the 7T saturates a little more than it should. The Note 10 Lite balances the colors very well in a natural fashion. So in videos, slow-mo videos at 240 FPS look similar as both are capable of shooting in FHD resolution. However, the Note 10 Lite has a slight edge as it can go up to 960 FPS at HD resolution. So which one is better? Well, the Note 10 Lite does better in almost every aspect and produces natural looking images. So if I had to pick one, it would definitely be the Note 10 Lite. There you have it, both phones are now neck to neck with 4 points each. Coming to the front cameras, the Galaxy Note 10 Lite has a 32 megapixel sensor and there's a 16 megapixel front camera on the OnePlus 7T. About the images, I like both the 7T and the Note 10 Lite. Both look different despite their excellent quality. I like the color tone on both, detail preservation is similar, and overall I think both produce a satisfactory outcome. For portraits though, Samsung has better subject focus as you can see in these images. With a minor differentiating factor, the Note 10 Lite takes the victory regardless, making it ahead in the table for the first time. Impressively, the Galaxy Note 10 Lite's power needs are supplied by a sizable 4500 mAh battery. On the contrary, the OnePlus 7T comes with a smaller 3800 mAh battery. So as expected, the battery life on the Note 10 Lite is fantastic. It easily lasted me for an entire day even with heavy usage. On average, I got more than 6 hours of screen on time from the phone, which deserves all the praise. But that does not mean OnePlus 7T has terrible battery life. With normal usage, the phone easily lasted me a day with about 6 hours of screen on time and around 20% of juice left by the time I went to bed. Now, that's when the phone's display is set at 60Hz refresh rate. But turning on 90Hz takes a significant hit on the battery and as a result will not last you a full day. In conclusion, it's clear which phone has a better battery life. The Note 10 Lite with its huge 4500 mAh battery complementing a compromised 60Hz display ultimately gives greater endurance, thus achieving a 2-point lead against the 7T. Here, the Note 10 Lite supports 25-watt fast charging and the OnePlus 7T comes with a faster 30-watt warp charge. And since the Note 10 Lite is void of power delivery 3.0 like its expensive sibling the Note 10, it's easy to guess which phone charges the fastest and you'd be right. The 3800 mAh cell on the OnePlus 7T goes from 0 to 100% in about an hour, while the Galaxy Note 10 Lite's 4500 mAh battery takes about an hour and 20 minutes to go from nil to full. As a result, the OnePlus 7T wins this round and sits with 5 points, while the Note 10 Lite still tops the table with 6. Moving on to the biometrics, both these phones come with an optical in-display fingerprint scanner. Putting them side by side, we can see that the 7T is faster all the time. The Note 10 Lite is just too slow and not so dependable when compared to the 7T. OnePlus 7T's dominance continues on face unlock as well, with much faster facial recognition compared to the Note 10 Lite. So what does that mean to the final score? Yes, the 7T has equalized and now both these phones split the spoils with 6 points each. So that was our comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite and the OnePlus 7T. Different winners in different use cases. The Note 10 Lite sure wins in terms of cameras, battery, and not to forget the S Pen. But the OnePlus 7T has a far superior design, display, and performance. More importantly, we hope that we have cleared out the confusion of our viewers who were in dilemma about which phone to get between the two. At the end of the day, what matters is what you prioritize in a phone. So that was all for the video. Do let us know in the comments below if you would like to see such videos on our channel in the future too. Till then, I'm Pratima and thank you for watching.